you have any questions, please post them in the chat box, and I will continue to ask them during the session. If you want to rejoin the session after an internet connectivity issue, please use the same invitation link you used for right now. And just to remind everyone that this session is going to be recorded, and we're going to be sharing a recording on our social media afterwards. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Sahar, who is going to introduce our panelists and moderate our discussion. Sahar, you're on mute.
Can you hear me now? I was muted.
Yes.
All right. Assalamualaikum and welcome. My name is Seher Ahmed, and the British Council has partnered up with the Dawood Foundation to bring you a 4-part panel-based series on the environment and how it affects or impacts our daily lives. I think one thing that the lockdown has forced us to do really is to reflect upon certain things. And I think it's important to now dwell upon the bigger issues on hand as well, like climate change, pollution, water preservation, etc. So the first topic that we're going to really analyze and look into is climate change. And let me introduce our esteemed panelists. We have Dr. Masood Arshad, who is working as a Senior Director for Water, Food and Climate with WWF Pakistan. And over the past 26 years of his service, he has worked across Pakistan on different projects and programs, including the large nationally significant projects that is the Protected Areas Management Project and Pakistan Wetlands Program. Welcome, Dr. Masood. We have Ms. Shanila Zia, who's serving as a coordinator for geography at the Dawood Public School, and she has worked tirelessly to meet the evolving demands of learners by integrating relatable content with the lessons, and under her guidance, this department has secured many prizes for their participation in WWF Natural Carnival. And finally, we have Mr. Imran Saqib Khalid, who heads the Environment and Climate Change Program at the Sustainable Development Policy Institute, which is based out of Islamabad. He also holds a PhD in Environment and Natural Resources Policy. And a lot of his work also includes analyzing the political economy of regions and communities which are most vulnerable to environmental degradation and climate change. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's talk about climate change. Now, we can see that the atmospheric carbon dioxide levels have really been rising, and the evidence is out there about climate change. We're seeing a rise in global temperatures. Every summer it's becoming hotter, winter's getting colder. We're seeing warming oceans, sea level rise. We're seeing glaciers retreat, decreased snow cover, extreme events, and so forth and so on. But I want to start with the basics, really, and talk about global warming and climate change, and at least let's discuss the definitions of these two. Can these two be sort of interchangeably used as well? I'll open the floor to our panelists. Maybe Dr. Imran Khalid or Dr. Masood Arshad, if one of you wants to answer that question.
Yes, I think if we talk about these two, can you hear me? Okay. Yes, if you talk about like these two terms, these two terms are really being used across the globe and very frequently, and they can also they're also using it interchangeably. That what is global warming and what is climate change. I think yes, we can use them for one another. And if you look into the context of, because before going into that detail, I think it is good to discuss about two things. What is the weather and what is the climate change? So if you think in that context that what is weather, so if you look out of your window and if you see that if there are clouds there and if they're raining or if they're sunny, that's called a weather. That's a very for a very short period of time. But if you think in the context of that, it's like more than like 20 years, 30 years average of the climate that is increasing with every year. So this is what you call decreasing or increasing. This is what you call as the climate change. So global warming is like also you can say this is also the increase in temperature of the Earth's surface. So on the one hand, you are like saying that it's an increase in temperature on the Earth's surface, and the other hand, it's the average increase of temperature over the period of years that causes the climate change. So these are intermixably, you can interchangeably use both these terms altogether. Yeah.
Okay, great. I would just like to welcome Dr. Imran Sadiq Khalid as well. Assalamu alaikum ji, and thank you for joining us today.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I don't know if you were, I think you got disconnected. So we were just discussing about the basics right now about the definition of global warming and climate change, and whether or not these can be, if they mean the same thing almost, and they can be interchangeably used as well.
I think जो concept है global warming का, climate change का, that has been used interchangeably. उसकी कोई थोड़ी बहुत technicalities हैं जो कि जहाँ पे वो हम differ करते हैं, लेकिन the message does need to go out. और अगर global warming अगर वो message और जो हमारी crisis, the crisis that we are facing, अगर उसको सही तरीके से बता सके, तो we can talk about global warming, we can talk about global heating. The fact of the matter is that things are not the way they should be right now. Temperatures rise कर रहे हैं, temperatures और जो temperature की rise है वो हमें बहुत negatively affect कर रही है. हमारे glaciers melt कर रहे हैं, हमारे यहाँ floods आ रहे हैं, small island states हैं, वहाँ पे sea level इतना rise हो गया हुआ है कि वहाँ पे अब रहना नामुमकिन हो गया हुआ है. So it's definitely affecting us. Whether we want to call it climate change or global warming, I'm not really sure कि वो इतना ज़्यादा हमारे लिए important होगा as moving forward. The key point is how do we address this? Climate is changing, and in certain parts of the world is heating up. Now, what's next? That's the question.
Yeah, so actually we're going to get into that as well. But before, I just want to make people aware of really, and this brings me to my next question as well, how much trouble are we in? Because हर वक्त हमें सुनने में आता है कि या हम लोग भी कहते हैं ये climate change है, हाँ wait कर लेंगे, 10-15 साल बाद वो होगा उसके, we don't really realize that it's impacting us as well. So how much trouble are we really in? And what will the world look like? Maybe let's even say in another 5 or 10 years, and if you take medium term to 20 to 25 years, तो आप लोगों का क्या ख्याल है कि कितने trouble में हैं हम अभी?
मेरा ख्याल है अगर आप देखें पिछले कुछ 15-20 सालों का रिकॉर्ड देख लें, और बल्कि इससे भी ज्यादा, इवन 1992 से लेके ऑनवर्ड जो फ्लडिंग जो
Just one second. I would please Nazish Laikam. Okay, she's turned off the camera. Ji, go ahead.
Okay. So हम लोग ये देख रहे थे कि अगर आप पिछले 15-20 या 25 सालों का देखें, रिकॉर्ड देखें, तो एवरी डे यू आर लुकिंग एट द फ्लड्स, ड्राउट्स, हीट वेव्स आपको नजर आ रही हैं, आपको साइक्लोन नजर आ रहे हैं, आपको बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं कि जो आपको हर वक्त कहीं ना कहीं पे हो ही जा रही हैं. और अभी देख लें कि पिछले 10 सालों में आपके ये जो रिकॉर्ड्स हैं फ्रॉम 2010 फ्लड्स ऑनवर्ड, तो ये आफ्टर एवरी ईयर आपका इंक्रीज होते जा रहे हैं. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि वी आर ऑलरेडी इन दैट ट्रबल. तो ये है कि पिछले 25-30-35 सालों से वी आर इन ट्रबल. और इसको यही है कि हम लोग इसको वही डॉक्टर इमरान खालिद की बात है कि हाउ वी एड्रेस दैट इशू. तो आई थिंक दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू टॉक. और यही है कि हम लोग इस वक्त जो है हमारे पास जिस तरह देखेंगे मिटिगेशन के पर्सपेक्टिव में देखें, अगर हम अपनी कार्बन एमिशंस के हवाले से देखें, तो वी आर द वंस के जो हमारी सबसे कम है कंपेयर टू अदर कंट्रीज. जो हमारे जो ब्राज़ील है, इंडिया है, यूएस है, चाइना है, उसके मुकाबले में हमारी जो एमिशंस है वो बहुत कम है. लेकिन अगर आप देखें उस वल्नरेबिलिटी के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, तो वी आर ऑलवेज हैव बीन ऑन द टॉप ऑल द टाइम. टॉप मीन्स कि आप टॉप कभी 10 में होते हैं, कभी आप टॉप 3 में होते हैं, कभी आप वन ऑफ द टॉप कंट्रीज इन द वर्ल्ड. वो होते हैं. So it depends on the like the situation that we are facing in that previous year. So this is a record that we are getting. So हमें जो अभी जो गुजारा करना है वो ये है कि अभी we have to live with that adaptation जो हमारे लिए है. क्योंकि मिटिगेशन का शायद इतना पोटेंशियल वो भी है, बहुत ज़्यादा पोटेंशियल है, लेकिन जो हमें अपनी सर्वाइवल की जो जंग लड़नी है वो हमारे अडेप्टेशन के साथ लड़नी है. और जब तक हम अपने आप को अडेप्ट नहीं करेंगे, कीपिंग इन व्यू दी द थ्रेट्स हैं, ये हमारे लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी भी है, ये हमारे लिए एक चीज़ भी है कि हम लोग किस तरीके से अपने आप को आगे लेके चलते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइक एड्रेसिंग द क्लाइमेट थ्रेट्स.
थैंक यू. तो मैं मिस शनीला आपसे भी पूछना चाहूंगी कि आपके ख्याल में क्या है कि लाइक एज एन इंडिविजुअल जब बात करें, नॉट ऑन अ कंट्री लेवल या कुछ, तो हमें कैसे इम्पैक्ट करता है और हम लोग कितनी हैं एज वेल, लाइक हाउ डज इट इम्पैक्ट आवर डेली लाइव्स एज वेल?
Alright. Assalamu alaikum, first of all, to everyone. I would like to add one more thing in the first question too, where you asked that the climate change and the global warming can be interchangeable. But I think that the climate change is a natural phenomena, which is keep changing even pre-industrial revolution even. But the global warming is basically the agent which is accelerating that change. So it was changing pre-industrial period even, and at that time it was so unnoticeable that the people and the habitat get adapted with that changes which was taking place. But right now this is taking place so rapidly that we are failed to mitigate against the changes, whatever the changes is going on. And if we talk about the individuals, so I believe that individuals are basically responsible for creating lot of emission. It's not only the industrialist, because we are the consumer of those products which are responsible for emitting carbon dioxide in the air. So as an individual, if we take an example of our school, so we are working in different aspects. One thing that we make our students learn on a basic concepts of the climate and the weather and the agents which are responsible for changing them. Then we try to practically involve our students being a part of such certain competition where they'll get involved, finding out different problems which are arising up and the possible solution to control such problem. Apart from that, on the next step, we are working and inculcating our students to take a balanced diet. Now, the question must be, what is the connection between the global warming and the balanced diet? So here I would like to add one thing more, that the rising demand of meat is also one of the reasons for the carbon emitting. And the changing life in taking junk food, which is also creating a lot of garbage. And unfortunately, we still don't have any dispose area or landfill area where we can dispose of all these garbage safely, resulting the only solution to get rid of all these garbage which are increasing due to the individuals in fact are just burnout, and that is again one of the reasons for emitting carbon dioxide. So in one way, we as an individual, we can take a part to reduce our intaking such foods which create garbage, taking it of white meat, because livestock farming is also one
Ms. Shanila, I'll actually, sorry for interrupting, but I'll get into what an individual can do in order to, help the environment or to sort of stall the process of climate change. We'll get to that. I just want to dabble into like really how much trouble we're in. Imran Khalid, if you'd like to add anything to this, what is your opinion about how grave of a situation or concern should this be at the moment?
Yes, of course. I mean, if we look at this, the changes which is taking place today is eye-opening for us. Only because of the 4 months corona lockdown, even make Karachi even cleaner, which is obvious that only the limiting the emission by vehicles and the industries can bring up such certain changes that we can now again start feeling breezes. We are again having cool nights, and beside the temperature rises too high, it reaches to 49 degrees Celsius in Jagababad, but is still none of the area being experienced with heat waves. So
Indeed.
that was because of that huge amount of carbon dioxide emitting since last many years.
Gee, thank you, Ms. Shanila. I'll come back to that as well. Dr. Imran Khalid, if you'd like to add something, please.
Yeah, so I'd just like to say that we're in extremely deep trouble right now. The situation is very worrying. Every time there is a flood happen, every time there's a change in the monsoon, attributed to climate change. So about 10 years back, there's this discussion as to, well, there's a certain climatic event happening. Is it a certain weather event happening? Is that related to climate change or not? But now we can say with a lot of certainty that when a hurricane happens, when a heat wave happens, when a drought happens, we can connect it to global warming or climate change. Now, what does that mean for us? That means that moving forward, we'll have to adapt to changes much quickly than we are at the moment. So if I'm, give me a minute. Since the 18th century, when industrialization started, the global temperature rise has been about 1.1 degrees centigrade. ठीक है जी, 1 degree centigrade.
How much was it?
1.1, approximately
Okay.
1 degree, right?
Okay.
So, and we are seeing all these changes on the Earth happening with a 1 degree temperature rise. But studies show that if we continue on a business as usual pathway, that means कि आप fossil fuel usage आपकी वही रह रही है, आपकी industrial output उस किस्म की रह रही है, then by the end of this century, we'll hit the 3 degree centigrade mark, right? So 1.1 में आप अभी देख सकते हैं हमारे नॉर्दर्न एरियाज में ग्लोब्स ग्लेशियर लेक आउटबर्स्ट फ्लड्स आ रहे हैं जहाँ पे हमारे ग्लेशियर्स मेल्ट कर रहे हैं. तो इमेजिन करें कि क्या सूरत हाल होगी अगर वो टेम्परेचर 2 डिग्रीज राइज होता है और 3 डिग्रीज राइज होता है. Unfortunately, we are nowhere close to meeting our goals that were set in the Paris Agreement. So आज से 5 साल पहले the world came together and said we'll work towards setting ourselves up so that हम लोग climate change को mitigate कर सकें. लेकिन unfortunately जो countries की commitments हैं they are far from what needs to be done. So that means कि हम लोग fossil fuels भी इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. US में डोनाल्ड ट्रंप है, ब्राजील में बोल्सोनारो है, and so India है, China है. All of these countries contribute to exacerbation of climate change like no other countries. So अगर हम लोग आपस में ही बात नहीं कर सकेंगे, communicate नहीं कर सकेंगे as to how to move forward, then we'll keep seeing these changes and we'll keep seeing these natural disasters, quote unquote. वो natural, मैं natural disasters नहीं कहता because I think they're man-made, they're human-made, or they're worsening. So you know, so आपका question था, the situation is quite worrying, and experts believe COVID हमें दिखा रहा है that is only a very small example of what can go wrong. Because COVID भी जो था वो भी हमारा इंसान का और नेचर का तसादुम है एक तरह से, right? So the wet markets and the human beings going into natural areas and playing with nature, that is what leads to zoonotic diseases. So in the future, we'll not only be seeing floods and heat waves, we'll also be seeing more pandemics, and a lot of the time they'll be happening simultaneously. So the situation is quite dire, unfortunately.
So this is actually a very interesting thing जो आपने कहा था about, especially when you say natural disasters, and there's a lot of debate about that as well, whether or not, I mean, they are called natural disasters, but they're literally a consequence of the human race's actions, and that is what's happening. And it's interesting to see the COVID perspective as well, that the more you mess around with nature, you kind of you have to face the consequences as well, as we are right now, which actually makes me think then, if we start getting our act together and taking actions, will this be how immediate are the results? Will we be able to see it in our lifetime, or are we now working for a better environment for the next generation? I'll just open the floor, whoever wants to start. I think Masood.
जी मैं एक छोटी सी एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ किससे किससे इफेक्ट होता है। आप देखिए कि मेरा घर जो है सरगोदा में, उसके घर के पीछे छोटी सी एग्जांपल, उसके घर के पिछली साइड पे एक बेरी का दरख्त है, बेर का दरख्त है। उसके ऊपर अभी रिसेंटली हुआ ये कि पिछले 4-5-6 सालों से 2-3 दफा फ्रूट्स आना शुरू हो गए हैं उसके ऊपर। एक दफा मैंने अपनी अम्मी से पूछा, मैंने अम्मी ये फल अभी तो खत्म हुआ था और ये अभी फिर शुरू हो रहा है। कहते हैं बेटा ये कोई ना मौसमियाती तब्दीलियों का कोई मसला है, यहाँ पे कोई मौसम तब्दील हो रहे हैं। मैंने कहा क्या मतलब है? तो कहती है वो जो तुम लोग आज जो बातें कर रहे हो ना क्लाइमेट चेंज की, ये वही सारा कुछ यहाँ पे हो रहा है। तो मैंने कहा क्यों हो रहा है? कहती है कि क्योंकि हमने सारे जंगलात जो खत्म कर दिए हैं और हमने उनको छोड़ा भी कुछ नहीं है। तो आप ये देखें कि अवेयरनेस लेवल का ये है कि मेरे घर में जो बैठी मेरी माँ है उसको भी पता है कि व्हाट इज द क्लाइमेट चेंज और उसको एड्रेस कैसे करना है और क्या उसके इश्यूज क्या हैं। अभी देखेंगे वो अगले दिन बात करी थी कि जितना अभी अगले दिन कहते कि जितना इन दिनों में पेट्रोल आपका कम जला होगा उतना तो मेरे ख्याल माहौल इतना अच्छा हो गया होगा बाहर। तो मैंने अम्मी को फिर तस्वीरें दिखाई लाहौर की, जो कुछ ट्विटर के ऊपर कुछ लोगों ने शेयर की थी कि कितना क्लीन एनवायरनमेंट इज दैट इन लाहौर, ये इस्लामाबाद, ये कराची, ये दूसरे एरियाज में जितना क्लीन है। तो वो शी वाज लाइक सरप्राइज टू सी कि कहती थी ना कि इन वजह से आप अब पेट्रोल कम जलाएंगे, इंडस्ट्रीज कम होंगी, ये सारा कुछ तो आपके सामने है सारा कुछ। आप अगर जंगल लगाएंगे तो आपके हालात ठीक हो जाएंगे, अगर आप फॉसिल फ्यूल्स को कम करेंगी तो आप ठीक हो जाएंगी। अभी मेरे पीछे पड़ी हुई है पिछले कई 2 महीने से 3 महीने से कि बेटा वो जो अब हमारे गांव में जो एक वो उसका जो है पीटर इंजन है, डीजल वाला इंजन जो है ना, उसको रिप्लेस करवा दो विद योर उसके साथ सोलर सिस्टम के साथ। मैंने कहा अम्मी वो तो बहुत महंगा है। तो कहती है कि कोई बात नहीं, महंगा है लेकिन कम से कम उसकी कोई वो तो वो क्लीन तो है ना, क्लीन भी है और प्लस तुम्हारी सेविंग भी उसके अंदर है। और मुझे पता है कि ये सेविंग तुम्हारी होगी ये 2-3-4 सालों के अंदर तुम्हारी पूरी हो जाएगी, जितनी कॉस्ट आएगी वो सारी पूरी हो जाएगी तुम्हारी। सो शी इज द बेस्ट क्लाइमेट चेंज स्पेशलिस्ट इन माय होम। आप यकीन करें सीरियसली कि जो बात कर रही है कि डिफॉरेस्टेशन हुई है और आपको पौधे जंगल लगाने हैं, जो बात कर रही है कि देखो कि आप जितना फॉसिल फ्यूल आपने यूज किया आप उसको कम किया, देखो आप हालात देखो कि क्या हो गया है। वही आपकी इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल पॉलिसी की तरफ अगर आप चले जाते हैं या कोई आप दूसरी कोई चीज भी देखते हैं, अगर वो कहती है कि आपके जो फॉसिल फ्यूल्स के यूजर से आपका जो एनवायरमेंट खराब होता है तो वो कहती है कि क्लीन एनर्जी पे चले जाए आप। सो आप ये देखिए कि हमारे लिए ये दिस इज माय हाउस होल्ड, दिस इज माय लेवल, सो दिस इज हाउ वी हैव टू थिंक about addressing those issues at our level। प्लांटेशन करें, अपने कम से कम गाड़ी यूज करें, आप अपनी क्लीन एनर्जी को यूज करें, अपने घरों में सोलर वगैरह यूज करें। अब हम चाइना में चले जाएं, each and every house has an integrated hybrid system installed on the top of their houses, जिसके अंदर सोलर गीजर्स लगे हुए हैं, जिसके अंदर आपका सोलर प्लस विंड का लगा हुआ है। अगर सोलर खत्म होता है तो विंड शुरू हो जाती है। अगर आप ये सारे जो आपका जो गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के साथ जितना भी एरिया चाइना के साथ है, if you travel from Pakistan to China or if you're traveling from China to Pakistan, you can see on the top of the mountains everywhere you can see these wind powers on the top of the hills. So this is how you can address those issues by thinking out of the box. So this is not out of the box solution. These are just the solutions right now. And I think this is where we need to work, and this is where we need to convince every household basically to do the to make a difference in that.
Absolutely, I agree, and but I think what I'm also trying to get at is, and I think you explained it well with your sort of story about your house, but I'm wondering again, like that's what I wanted to ask. Agar hum actions abhi le, does it directly impact our environment? Do we see immediate effects as well? Ji, Ms. Shanila.
Actually, I would like to add here that you cannot deny that if you plant tree today, and this will not give you shades after 6 years. This is very obvious that whatever the small even step you put up to control or to reduce your the carbon emission, definitely this will give the immediate effects. So this is not only for the future, conserve our future generation. In fact, this will give a very good change in our own life too.
Absolutely. So, Ji,
जो may respond to your question. क्योंकि यहाँ पे दो चीजें there is the matter of the environment and then there is climate change. Environment is what surrounds us. So environment है जो हम feel कर सकते हैं. कोविड के दिनों में जो हमने बेहतरी की है, that was the improvement in our surroundings, in our immediate environment. जहाँ पे हम लोग देख रहे थे थोड़ा सा साफ नदी नाले थे, वहाँ पे वेस्ट वाटर जाना कम हुआ, तो आपकी because industrial operations रुके तो आपकी वेस्ट वाटर का निकास कम हो गया, so they cleaned up. आपकी आबोहवा साफ हो गई, so that was an improvement in our environment. By the same token, जैसे ही हम लोग business as usual पे वापस आए, लॉकडाउन खत्म हुआ तो सिचुएशन एक तरह से वापस आ गई है, खाते इसमें इजाफा नहीं हुआ. तो सेकंड पॉइंट है, that is vis-a-vis climate change. Now that's a totally different animal. वहाँ पे जो ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस है, इनका रेजिडेंस टाइम बहुत ज्यादा होता है, इस पे कई साल लग जाते हैं, डेकेड्स लग जाते हैं इंप्रूवमेंट आने में. So the warming that we are currently seeing, not because of what's been happening over the past 2 or 3 years, but what has happened over the past 20, 30, 40 years. क्योंकि जो मॉलिक्यूल जब आते हैं ऊपर जाके वहाँ पे तरह से सस्पेंड होते हैं. So अगर आज हम बेहतरी करना शुरू करें, आज से शायद 30 साल बाद ये हमें पॉजिटिव नजर. फॉर एग्जांपल जब ओजोन लेयर,
थोड़ा सा
आपको आ रही है अभी आवाज?
जी जी.
जो ओजोन लेयर थी, which has nothing to do with climate change. उसके अंदर जो क्लोरोफोर कार्बन जो होते हैं, हमारी जो गैसेस को डिस्ट्रॉय कर रही, तो जब 1987 में हमने एक मॉन्ट्रियल प्रोटोकॉल आया, हमने कहा कि हम इसके खिलाफ करेंगे. तो अभी जाके about 20-25 years later we are seeing the effects of that treaty and the steps that we took over the past 20 years. तो कहने का मकसद ये है कि when it comes to climate change, अगर हम लोग अभी इस पे if you don't take the steps now, we'll continue to face, even if you stop now, we'll continue to face the effects of the pollution for years to come. और डर ये है कि आप कहीं पे जाकर रोक नहीं सकते. So let's say you can't say कि भाई मैं 2050 में जाकर we'll stop and we'll move to renewables and we'll have a magic bullet solution. The problem here is कि हम लोग will hit a tipping point.
आपकी वीडियो थोड़ी वो आप जो टिपिंग पॉइंट से थोड़ा फ्रीज हो गया था, तो आप अगर वो रिपीट कर सकते हैं प्लीज.
मैं अपनी वीडियो भी ऑफ कर देता हूँ ताकि आपको थोड़ी सी क्लियरली आ रही हो. सॉरी.
नो इट्स फाइन. आजकल सबके यहाँ इंटरनेट इज अ बिट इफी.
टिपिंग पॉइंट्स का मैं ये कहना चाह रहा था कि हमारे माहौलियात में कुछ ऐसे टिपिंग पॉइंट्स होते हैं कि एक दफा आपने उनको हिट कर दिया तो देन यू वोंट बी एबल टू रिटर्न. सो इट्स अ पॉइंट ऑफ नो रिटर्न, राइट? अगर आपका ग्लास है वो जमीन पे गिर गया, वो एंड इट ब्रेक्स अप, यू कैन नॉट पुट इट बैक टुगेदर. दिस इज हाउ वी शुड लुक एट आवर क्लाइमेट इन द सेम मैनर कि अगर हम एक ऐसा पॉइंट पे चले गए जहाँ पे हम लोग रिन्यूएबल्स की तरफ भी शिफ्ट हो जाएं, हम लोग कार्बन रिमूवल भी करने लग जाएं, लेकिन हम फिर भी उस क्लाइमेट को वापस नहीं लेके जा सकते. That's the day. That is the risk, and that is what we need to think about. And so, अभी जो window है हमारे पास in terms of addressing this is perhaps 20 to 30 years, nothing more than that. 20 to 30 years में भी अगर हम लोग करते हैं तब भी problems आएंगी. So perhaps 20 to 30, शायद ज़्यादा मैं कह रहा हूँ, perhaps 20 years. अगर 20 years के अंदर हम लोग अपना drastically reduce ना किए अपने emissions, तो our future generations will see some catastrophic events that will impact them and their lives, unfortunately.
All right. I just want to address that there's a question by Ayan. It says, does COVID have anything to do with this? Ayan, can you just maybe specify exactly what you mean? Does COVID have anything to do with climate change, or just if you could just be a bit specific? So I'd just like to just explain again what you had said was that obviously agar hum abhi change karte hain, changes in our behavior, that affects the environment. But in order to bring about change when it comes to global warming, that that will take, the effects we'll see after 20 years. But also it has to be done because we are quickly going to the point of no return. I think that's how to summarize it. We have another question that says, how much do the emissions of one country affect the other? For example, smog of a country affecting another country.
अगर मैं तो quickly बता दूं सर, essentially again इसके अंदर हम स्मॉग की बात करते हैं तो अगेन वो जो मेरा पॉइंट था विज़-अ-वी एनवायरनमेंट वर्सेस क्लाइमेट। तो पाकिस्तान और इंडिया के दरमियान अगर हम देखें तो एयर पोल्यूशन अफेक्ट्स अस बोथ। सो that is an immediate problem, environmental problem that is happening regionally. That might not affect the US, that might not affect Europe. अगर लाहौर से अगर हम लोग पाकिस्तान में कोई चीज बर्न करते हैं, फॉसिल फ्यूल्स करते हैं, that might have an impact on India, या इंडिया में कोई चीज बर्न करते हैं तो that might have an effect on Pakistan or Bangladesh. But beyond that, it will not affect Australia या America. So that's the environmental take on it. The climate change में की बात है, जब हम ग्रीन हाउस गैस emissions की बात करते हैं तो एक हमारा that means के greenhouse gases are being emitted by the United States, China will impact the whole world in very similar fashion. ये वो collective problem हमारी वो हल नहीं होगी. So that is why हम कहते हैं कि इसको हमने resolve करना है तो हम कहते हैं कि हाँ, Pakistan has not contributed to climate change, but we should also not invest in fossil fuels क्योंकि at the end of the day we are adding to this problem. So जो greenhouse gas emissions हैं वो एक global मसला है, जबकि smog जो है that is a local regional मसला. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. Actually, Dr. Masood, I'd like to ask you कि major contributors क्या होते हैं अभी climate change के लिए? And आप अगर मुझे बता सकते हैं कि पाकिस्तान का भी कितना उसमें होता है? Before we do that, a question आया, if there's any database having green cover percentage of different areas in cities of Pakistan. आपका mic mute पे.
I think ये जो question है, is any database having green cover percent of different areas in cities of Pakistan? I think these are different, managed by different organizations in different areas. And recently, a few researchers have done it for Islamabad, and WWF Pakistan has also done it for different districts of Pakistan, where we have got more than 5% of the 5% of the forest cover available within their district. So we mapped all those areas across Pakistan. There were 32 or 35 districts who has got like more than 5% of the forest cover of their total land. So similarly, there's some universities. There's some universities who have done it. For example, Hamad researcher has done it for Islamabad, and similarly there are few groups of people who have done it for Karachi. So yes, there's no exact database that is available within Pakistan, but yes, this has to be placed within the Ministry of Climate Change. It has to be there with one of the organizations who is like the clearinghouse mechanism, and that contains every useful information within that. And also, it's not only maintaining the data; it also has to do with the sharing of that information to the general public, so that they can also get benefit out of this as well. So this is my response to that question.
Yeah, so thank you for that. I hope that addressed your question. We have Hassan Afzal, I think, who is saying, with political tensions rising in the region, what can one do to mitigate climate changes? As I think it can only help with a collective approach between countries. I think this is something that even I wonder a lot of the times कि अगर decisions ले नहीं जा सकती on a global level, ठीक है, UN से आपके SDGs आ जाते हैं, सब कुछ आ जाते हैं, मगर really do at least the superpowers or other countries also collectively say कि you know what, we're going to actually now try to resolve this as well. And I think उसमें काफी differences हो जाती हैं. तो can you maybe कोई मुझे बता सकता है कि इसमें how do we do this then collectively countries on a larger scale come to a decision to take climate change seriously and not get wrapped up into capitalism?
I think that is an excellent question, and this is the way we need to move forward. हमारे यहाँ किसी ज़माने में साउथ एशिया के जो सार्क का फोरम था, दैट वाज क्वाइट इफेक्टिव. फिर काफी बंद हो गया हुआ, उसके बाद काफी डिस्कशन उस पे नहीं हुई.
सॉरी, आपका फ्रीज हो गया फिर से. अब ठीक हो गया.
सॉरी मैं तो कोविड पे भी सार्क की एक मीटिंग कॉल की गई थी टू एड्रेस कोविड, एंड परहैप्स दैट इज अ विंडो ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी बिकॉज देयर आर फोरम्स दैट एग्जिस्ट, regional forums that do exist, और अपने channels of communications open रखने हैं. Given the geopolitics, it becomes very difficult to take put forward a proposal जो कि environment की बात कर रहा हो, because obviously हम politics की बात करते हैं और वहाँ पे फिर geopolitics की बात होती है, तो वहाँ पे environment, air pollution, climate की वो अहमियत नहीं होती. But we need to recognize, and the global leaders need to recognize, climate change does not respect political boundaries. Environmental well-being does not respect political boundaries. Watersheds जो हैं हमारे एक मुल्क में शुरू होते हैं, दूसरे मुल्क में खत्म होते हैं. तो जो question है, that's an excellent question. That's the way to move forward. Now, how do we do that?
Can I ask you, just interject here for a second and ask you, is climate change, no matter, like we keep hearing about it, is it being taken seriously enough? I think that's the number one question within countries, you know.
Well, it's अगर आप इसमें depends on which country you're in, right? अगर आप in US, so current administration.
Sorry, आपकी आवाज बिल्कुल नहीं आ रही. आप किसी और को आ रही है? Is it the same? Yeah.
नहीं.
It's broken. Maybe if you turn your video off, it'll work better.
Can you hear me now? Is it? Am I audible?
Yes, now you are.
I'm sorry about this. जो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि कहाँ पे countries अगर इसको ले रही हैं कि नहीं ले रही, so that depends on which country you're in. So if you're in Bangladesh or if you're in Maldives, which is facing sea level rise, तो perhaps वहाँ पे ज़्यादा recognition. पाकिस्तान में बहुत ज़्यादा recognition है. हम लोग पाकिस्तान is also leadership का role हम लोग play करने लगे in terms of highlighting the challenges of climate change because it is affecting us in such a manner. But on the other hand, see countries such as Brazil और यहाँ पे बोल्सोनारो ने कहा है कि भाई ये climate change ऐसी चीज नहीं होती. प्रेसिडेंट ट्रम्प ने कहा है कि हम लोग will move out of the Paris Agreement because I think it's a Chinese hoax. तो वहाँ पे वो troubles आ जाते हैं. It's a collective problem और उसको collectively ही address कर सकते हैं. अगर एक तो ममालिक इसमें कहे कि हम नहीं इसका हिस्सा बनते, तो then it becomes very problematic moving forward.
Absolutely.
We have to collaborate with the politicians, the businessmen, and the local community all together. Then only we can address this issue. So each of the part has to be on one page to control or mitigate such problem. Then only the solution can run successfully.
Absolutely, I agree. Dr. Arshad, Mrs. Arshad, would you like to add in something? ये countries कितनी seriously लेती हैं इस issue को, and can this also be maybe a path or sort of a topic or a discussion and a way to bring everyone together?
आप ये देखें कि एक छोटी सी एग्जांपल के साथ कि there was a review of the public sector spending on climate change, और ये हुआ था कोई 3-4 साल पहले की बात है। और जो पाकिस्तान के डिफरेंट जो प्रोजेक्ट्स थे उसके ऊपर देखा गया था कि हाउ मच वी आर स्पेंडिंग in the government sector on the climate change thing. So you'll be amazed to know that it's just 4 to 5 or 6% was the spending on that climate change impact. So आप अंदाज़ा लगा लें कि उस वक्त 3-4 साल पहले की बात है कि आप 5-6% के ऊपर थी। तो this was seriousness of our उसके ऊपर था कि हम लोग कितने सीरियस हैं in order to address the issue. But now with the passage of time, I think it is this government we think that this is a green government, and because they are talking about the billion tree tsunami project, they're also talking about 10 billion tree tsunami now. They're also talking about electric vehicle policy. They're also talking about clean and green index, clean and green Pakistan. And so there's so many, and now they also start the Recharge Pakistan. So there are several projects that they are working on, and they have been focusing all their efforts on these, and they're making actually good efforts on that. So I think once we have time to review to go back and review all the existing spendings on climate change, there will be a major this will be a major change in that, and it must be around somewhere close to 10 to 12 or 15% of the spending will be happening. And I think unless we make climate change part of climate change adaptation part of each and every project within the government sector, it will not happen this way. तो वो कभी भी इतना अच्छा नहीं होगा जब तक आप उसको पूरे हर because this is not a single sector's problem. This is across all the sectors. अगर हेल्थ में चले जाएं, आप कंस्ट्रक्शन में चले जाएं, आप उसको एजुकेशन में चले जाएं, जिस जगह पे भी चले जाएं, you have to include this climate change into that. And जो प्रोजेक्ट्स आपके वहाँ पे चल रहे हैं, चाहे वो कंस्ट्रक्शन के प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं या जो भी हैं, आपको क्लाइमेट प्रूफ जो है वो प्रोजेक्ट्स आपको होने चाहिए। और दूसरी बात ये कि जितने भी प्रोजेक्ट्स आपके जो अप्रूव होते हैं, आई थिंक मुझे थोड़ा सा ये होना चाहिए कि हमें जितने भी प्रोजेक्ट्स जो हम करते हैं उनकी जो असेसमेंट है, जो उनकी अलाइनमेंट है विद द SDGs सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स, वो बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है, ताकि हम लोग अपने इंटरनेशनल ऑब्लिगेशंस को भी मीट कर रहे हों और प्लस हम अपने नेशनल जो हमारी प्रायोरिटीज हैं उनको भी हम एड्रेस कर रहे हों।
Yeah. So actually, there are a couple of questions that have come in. I think we've addressed that question, and they're saying a lot of them are saying due to lockdown, excuse me, people are not going out, and obviously there's a lot of relief from pollution. Then why is the climate still rising? So I think we discussed that, and we said कि जो आप करते हैं वो directly affects the environment, so pollution less होगी. But in order to bring a real climate change, it takes a couple of years at least. It'll take 10 to 20 years. So I think that's why that is the actions we take today directly impact the environment today, but the actions we take today will take about 10 to 20 years to impact climate change. So now there's a very interesting question, and I actually really like this question because I want to know the answer as well. And Farina Alam has sent in that question. This question I think a lot of people have asked, and a lot of times we've seen it on social media. Do you think pandemics like COVID-19 are ultimately nature's way of healing itself? I'd like to know everyone's opinion on this because this is something that everyone's talking about. So I'll start. Ms. Shrida, मैं आपसे शुरू करती हूँ, and फिर I'll take Dr. Imran and Dr. Masood.
I don't think so that the climate change is bringing up at least this particular pandemic to have this. But yes, while spreading it out, definitely this may contribute to spread it out on a larger scale. So it's a little different.
Okay. So Dr. Imran, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी, is COVID-19 or pandemics like that nature's way of healing itself because we're not really helping it?
Yeah, so I think it serves as a warning for us rather than anything else. I mean, nature's going to heal itself one way or another. जो एग्जांपल मैं लोगों को देता हूँ वो चिरनोबल का देता हूँ. There's a documentary out last year as well. जो Chernobyl used to be in the former Soviet Union, Ukraine में, और वहाँ पे nuclear accident हुआ. And what we're seeing now is that the nature is returning to it, despite the fact कि वहाँ पे nuclear radiation scale पे गिरी और वहाँ पे wildlife भी return कर गई है, flora and fauna have returned, human beings haven't returned there. So the world will survive without humans. There's no doubt about it. The question is whether we can survive and whether we are willing to do it. So COVID is perhaps a warning to us. Stay in your own domain, do what is right by us and do what is right by you, because you continue to come up against nature the way that you have by continuing to challenge the laws of nature. You come up against these pandemics. Over the past 20 years, there have been a number of जो तकरीबन पेंडेमिक एपिडेमिक्स थी जो पेंडेमिक्स बन जाती 2003 था, स्वाइन फ्लू था, लेकिन but we never learned our lessons from it. So this is more of a warning than.
Thank Dr. Masood Arshad, आपके ख्याल में क्या है? Is this nature's way of healing itself?
बिल्कुल, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, यस. अगर आप देखें तो अभी रिसेंटली इन सिंध के रीजन में एक स्पैरो इज जो इट वाज थॉट इट हैज गॉन एक्सटिंक्ट, इट हैज बीन रीडिस्कवर्ड आफ्टर 98 years. एक डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ स्पैरो थी, सो जिसको ये कहा गया था कि वो एक्सटिंक्ट हो चुकी है और फिर अभी विल नॉट बी एबल टू सी दैट, और आफ्टर 98 years it has been seen. अब ये नहीं कह रहा कि ऑल ऑफ अ सडन ड्यू टू दिस पैंडेमिक, लेकिन ये कि कुछ आपके जो प्रेशर्स हैं नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज के ऊपर, जो आपकी जो डिस्टर्बेंस है, या आपकी जो डिग्रेडेशन का जो लेवल है, या आपके डिफॉरेस्टेशन का जो लेवल है, वो आपका रिड्यूस हुआ है. अगर रिड्यूस होता है तो आप देखें कि दिस इज हाउ द नेचर स्टार्ट्स रिवाइविंग इटसेल्फ, तो वो आना शुरू हो जाती है. अगर आप देखें तो जितना ड्यू टू क्लोजर ऑफ ऑल दीज इंडस्ट्रीज, मेरे पास अभी फिगर्स में मेरे पास अभी प्रेजेंटेशन में फिगर्स थे, लेकिन हमें ये पता लगा कि कितने परसेंट जो पोल्यूशन है वो कम हुई है इन द रिवर्स, और कितने परसेंट पानी जो कम यूटिलाइज हुआ है वहाँ पे. लेकिन ऑन द अदर हैंड वी आल्सो लुकिंग एट द कि पानी कितना ज़्यादा यूज हुआ है इन द हाउसेस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस हैंड वॉशिंग और उस किस्म के और इन चीज़ों से. So definitely you can see lot of videos are going viral all over the world nowadays, because you see the different animals have started occupying different places within the city. They have started moving on the main roads and all this stuff. So all these videos are going viral. So this is what I can say, that see that if you try to like adjust with the environment, if you try to give appropriate relationship, you develop appropriate relationship with the nature, I think nature starts reviving itself. And this is how we have seen that in terms of if you go into the northern into the mountains, you can see these natural regeneration coming out of the mountain. So you can see the animals have started moving close to their habitat. Once it was lost, now they have you can see them there. So this is how this is one way of like seeing this thing in a more biological way of like the way I see is. I think it's a good way to discuss that. Yes, it has revived, and this is a good way. This is the only positive thing that we see, that nature has revived itself.
Yeah, thank you so much. We just okay. So Ayan is a 10-year-old and he's keenly interested in nature and climate. Ayan, thank you so much कि आपने join किया, and I'm so happy कि at such a young age you're interested in nature and climate, and then we love to have little ambassadors like yourself who want to bring about a change in our environment. So thank you so much. And जो मैं पहले समझा रही थी, and I think वो हमने बात करी थी about your question कि climate इसलिए अभी बढ़ रहा है क्योंकि जो हम actions आज लेंगे उसके थोड़े साल लगते हैं in order for to have an effect on climate. So अगर आपको और कोई questions पूछने हैं, please keep typing them. I just, I'm very cognizant of the fact कि सिर्फ 10 minute रह गए हैं, and climate change is something that we can talk for hours about it. We spoke about countries क्या कर सकती हैं, individually what can we do to bring a collective change. Ms. Shanila, excuse me, I'm going to start with you. कि individuals क्या कर सकते हैं in order to bring about a change.
As I told you earlier, that the individuals are basically responsible for making all these trouble too, because we have changed our lifestyle. We are getting more frequent going outside, buying and shopping different items, creating garbage and so on. So as an individual, if we are going to deal with all these regular activities and we curtail such activities, so definitely this is going to reduce the carbon emission, which ultimately on a broader scale bring up certain change in the climatical change too. And apart from that, we must indulge our students and kids to be the part of a plantation drive. So at least they must realize that what is important in planting trees, and they, as an individual, they can take such small steps to put up a contribution in the environment.
Dr. Masood, आप बताएं कि what can individuals do to bring about a collective change? क्या steps हम ले सकते हैं अभी to also to cut carbon emissions? क्या कर सकते हैं हम? आपका म्यूट पे है.
Sorry. So सबसे पहले तो I think कि जो हम लोग कर सकते हैं वो ये कि हम अपनी जो अपनी पर्सनल जो हैबिट्स हैं, जो एटीट्यूड्स हैं, जो हमारे बिहेवियर्स हैं, हम उनको कैसे चेंज कर सकते हैं. हमें सबसे पहले उसके ऊपर बात करनी है. क्या हमें वाकई अभी भी प्लास्टिक की उसी थैले में रोटियां लानी है, सालन लाना है, दूध लाना है और ये सब कुछ करना है, या अभी हमने अपने बर्तन वगैरह यूज़ करने हैं और जो हम लोग को कपड़े के थैले यूज़ करने हैं जिसको हम अपने उस तरफ लेके जा सकें, ताकि हमारा सिस्टम चोक ना हो, ताकि हमारा जो फ्रेश वाटर के रिजर्व्स हैं वो ख़राब ना हो सकें, ताकि हमारे ओशंस फिल ना हो सकें. और बड़ा सही कहा था कि 2050 में हमारे ओशंस में फिश कम होगी और प्लास्टिक ज़्यादा होगा. सो दिस इज़ हाउ वी कैन डू दैट. लेकिन ये कि आप और मैं अगर 10 प्लास्टिक्स भी अगर हम रोज़ाना कम करना शुरू कर दें, तो एटलीस्ट ये जो जितना भी जो हमारे रिवर जो कैरियर है, हमारा जो सेकंड लार्जेस्ट जो कैरियर है ऑफ प्लास्टिक पोल्यूशन, वो हमारा इंडस रिवर है आफ्टर यंगजी रिवर. तो आप ये देख सकते हैं कि हम लोग कितना उसके अंदर डैमेज कर रहे हैं, बल्कि सारी दुनिया डैमेज कर रही है, हम भी उसके अंदर शामिल हैं. और सिमिलरली अगर हम लोग अपना वो जिस तरह पहले बात हुई कि प्लांटेशन ड्राइव का अगर हम हिस्सा बनते हैं, स्कूल्स को अगर हम उसको साथ इन्वॉल्व करते हैं, बच्चों को हम उसको साथ लेके जाते हैं ताकि वो हमारे ग्रीन एम्बेसडर बने. जिस तरह आई कैन सी दिस आयान boy who is just 10 years old, and I think it is so good to hear from him talking about nature and climate. So I think what else you can expect from our next generation, which is already National Geographic kids. We call it a National Geographic generation, and next Jamari, they know a lot better than us. They know, because if you go to the Beacon House, if you go to the Lahore Grammar School, if you go to Root School System, if you go to like the whole range of these upper private schools, they are like once they come back to our home. So I think they are better equipped with the knowledge compared to us के उन्होंने क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना, because they every day they learn a lot of good things from different schools. So we think that this is how they can participate and they can contribute in this thing. So learning more about the climate mitigation and climate adaptation, learning more about the environment. So these are some of the things that you can talk about your own about your own environment and the climate, and this is how you can play your role.
Dr. Imran, I'd like to direct the same question to you. What can people do on an individual level to bring about a collective change?
डॉक्टर साहब ने बात की ने पहले बातें की, आई थिंक they're very relevant. I'll quickly say here कि just to educate ourselves, that's very important. अगर हम लोग जो अभी हम लोग कर रहे हैं, आप this exercise that is happening right now, it is a learning experience for me and it is a learning experience hopefully for everyone. To keep doing that, हमारे पास इंटरनेट की फैसिलिटी मौजूद है, हम लोग ईमेल कर सकते हैं हमें किसी भी बंदे को, and hopefully somebody will be able to respond कि कोई साइंटिफिक क्वेश्चन है, तो वो जो क्वेश्चन आज से 3 साल पहले मुश्किल हुआ करते थे जब हमें किसी की चिट्ठी पड़ती थी, वो चीज नहीं है. we're so much closer now, even as we are socially distanced and physically distanced. So wo there are opportunities that we can build upon. At the end of the day, climate change is a global problem, and वहाँ पे उसको जो हमारी मेगा कॉर्पोरेशंस हैं उनको ठीक करना पड़ेगा, और जो हमारी वर्ल्ड लीडरशिप है इन मेजर कंट्रीज, वो गिनी चुनी वाले को करना पड़ेगा. हम इंडिविजुअल लेवल से नहीं हो सकेगा, लेकिन इंडिविजुअल लेवल प्रेशर जरूर डाल सकता है. एक प्रेशर इंडिविजुअल एक कैंपेन जरूर शुरू कर सकता है, जिस तरह के ग्रेटा थुनबर्ग ने किया स्वीडन में. 14 साल की लड़की जिसने स्कूल जाना बंद कर दिया, उसने कहा कि मैं फ्राइडेज को स्कूल के बाहर खड़ी होंगी एंड आई विल स्पीक आउट फॉर द वल्नरेबल. And so that is something that we can all do on our own and highlight these issues. And hopefully the message will get across to these corporations and the superpowers कि जो हम लोग अभी चीजें कर रहे हैं, that will not stand, and the world is picking up.
I think I'm just going to take one last question from the audience, because this is pertaining to exactly what you said about corporations. So do projects जैसे construction हो गए या कुछ भी हो गया, do they have to submit any environment impact reports, या जो भी वो environment को वो चलता है, and कुछ there's no sort of checks and balances on that at all?
This is very sensitive. This is a very sensitive issue, and we have myself and Dr. Imran Khalid have been like talking to each other within the groups and everywhere that where are the EIAs. So where are the EIAs? So everybody say that it is just a stamp paper of the previous ones. So we are sorry to say, we are very very sorry to say, okay, these are just like rubber stamps. You have to put it there. One EIA fits everything. So अगर एक आपने बना लिया है तो उसी की कॉपी पेस्ट करके तो वही आपका पूरा प्रोसेस है, उसका कोई फॉलोअप नहीं होता, किसी किस्म की कोई मिटिगेशन मेजर्स उसके अंदर एड्रेस नहीं होते, कोई बात नहीं की जाती. अभी तो आप और देखें, आई एम नॉट क्रिटिसाइजिंग एनीथिंग, लार्ज प्रोजेक्ट जितने भी लार्ज प्रोग्राम्स हमारे हैं, लार्ज प्रोजेक्ट्स गवर्नमेंट के भी हैं, दूसरे भी हैं, SCAs नहीं होते, स्ट्रेटेजिक एनवायरमेंटल असेसमेंट्स नहीं होती हैं उनकी, तो और आपके EIAs नहीं होते, आपकी IEEs नहीं होती इवन. सो आपके समटाइम्स प्रोजेक्ट्स हो जाते हैं तो उसके बाद आपको पता चलता है कि यार इसका तो EIA नहीं हुआ था, तो लेट्स डू दिस EIA, गेट इट अप्रूव्ड सो दैट वी कैन फिल इन द स्टमक ऑफ दोस फाइल्स. अब वो हम उसको कर सकें, फाइलों के पेज भर सकें. So we are very weak in that. I'm extremely sorry to say about this. Maybe Dr. Imran can like shed more light on that. But yes, we need to work on that, and this is the only thing that we can save our climate from these activities.
Yeah, I'll direct it to Dr. Imran, but Dr. Masood, I just want to say that your passion and frustration at the same time was right now, we could see it, so, and I'm sure, it is very frustrating. Dr. Imran, aapka kya khayal hai iska? Are there any environment impact reports, or, are there any checks and balances? Let's put it that way. Reports to hoti hongi, but uske koi checks and balances hain?
I'll just take 60 minutes of your time. That's all I need to cover this very important material. You have 60 minutes to hear me rant on about what I think हमारी problems हैं. क्या है आपके पास? अगर आपने मुझे बोलने का मौका दिया तो मैं फिर चुप नहीं हूँगा. I totally agree with Dr. साहब. देखिए, ये जो मसाइल है, और मैं आपको थोड़ा सा, मुझे आप 2 मिनट दीजिएगा, बिकॉज हमारे ऑडियंस से शायद उनको एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट को उस तरह ना पता हो. स्कूल है जो अमेरिका में 1970 में शुरू किया, एक प्रोसेस है. इसके तहत हम लोग कहते हैं कि अगर हम कोई इंडस्ट्री खड़ी करने जा रहे हैं, कोई फैक्ट्री खड़ी कर रहे हैं, रेलवे लाइन बन रही है, हाईवे बन रही है, तो हम उसका अहाता कर लें कि एनवायरनमेंट पे क्या इफेक्ट है, माहौल पे क्या इफेक्ट है, लोगों पे क्या इफेक्ट है, इकोनॉमी पे क्या इफेक्ट है, और फिर उस तरह जब आपके पास वो एक तरह का होमवर्क आ जाता है, तो देन यू कैन एड्रेस इट इन सच अ वे दैट यू addressing the needs of the people as well as the environment. Lekin unfortunately, we have taken EIAs or environmental assessments as something that has been sent on us by a donor, और हम लोग बस उसकी खानापूरी करते हैं, पेपर वर्क करते हैं, स्टैम्प करते हैं, और फिर हम भूल जाते हैं. तो जो क्वेश्चन आपका पिछला था कि हमें क्या करना चाहिए, the telephone numbers of the Environmental Protection Agency are publicly available. Everybody should reach out to them, and I do it often. And I keep saying to them, आप अपनी environmental impact assessment को वेबसाइट्स पे डालें. आप लोग क्यों नहीं डाल रहे? आप लोग नहीं डालते ही because वो अगर वो डालेंगे तो फिर एक तरह से हो जाता है. But that's what we need to do, to ask questions of our leaders and governmental officials who are in decision-making positions. Because the tools that are working for the other जहाँ पे ये काम कर रही हैं, हमारे यहाँ क्यों नहीं कर सकते? And डॉक्टर साहब ने बात की, that is बिल्कुल सही तरीके से spot on. There is no excuse for us not to work on this, and that's an excellent question. कि हमें ये टूल जो अवेलेबल है, इन पे काम करना पड़ेगा. अगर नहीं करेंगे तो आज से 30 साल बाद हम फिर यही बातें कर रहे होंगे, हमारे बच्चे यही बातें कर रहे होंगे, और अगर वो हमें कोसेंगे तो बिल्कुल ठीक कोसेंगे, और अगर आज के बच्चे हमें कोस रहे हैं तो ठीक कोस रहे हैं, because unfortunately we haven't done our homework and we haven't been true to ourselves or to our children.
कहा है ना कि आपको हर प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर आपको क्लाइमेट अडेप्टेशन लाना पड़ेगा, आपको क्लाइमेट मिटिगेशन या क्लाइमेट अडेप्टेशन मिटिगेशन आपको लाना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज आप सरवाइव नहीं कर पाएंगे. ये आपको अभी आज से करना पड़ेगा, बल्कि देर हो गई, तो कल से करना था आपने.
Absolutely. Actually, I just saw the watch and it's 5:02, so we've actually gone over the hour. But this is such an interesting topic. I personally had a great time. I got to learn a lot. Maybe call karti hongi ab, and I'll also say कि ये public करें reports. But thank you so much, everyone. The panelists, Dr. Masood, Dr. Imran, Ms. Shanila. I really enjoyed this session. I really did, and all the participants. Your questions just made it so much better, and I didn't even think of some of the things that you guys had. When you asked those questions, I was like, that's really interesting. So thank you so much for being such an interactive audience, and thank you so much for being such amazing and interesting panelists.
I hope it was useful.
I think it was, at least for me. I can say it was useful. Participants bhi, I hope unke liye bhi hua. I can only tell you about myself. But of course, this is the need of the hour to talk about these things, and talking is a start. And then hum phir kya jaise actions le, वो हमारे ऊपर है. The onus then comes on us. So चले, on this note, I'll say Khudafiz, and I'll encourage everyone to stay safe. Stay indoors. If you have to go out, please follow the SOPs, and कम प्लास्टिक यूज करें. पेट्रोल बाइक पे आजकल काफी लोग जा रहे हैं, अगर जाना होता है तो ये सारी चीजें भी हम कर सकते हैं. But thank you everyone, and inshallah next week we'll see you again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the Dawood Foundation for setting this up, and all our esteemed panelists for their contribution. We hope you found this informative. I think it was very necessary. And see you next week for our next session.
Thank you. And thanks, British Council, for actually organizing this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Khuda Hafiz.